Welcome back, guys. We're doing another one of these grids. We need a WWE champion, a World Heavyweight champion, a US champion, IC champion, Rumble winner, Chamber winner, Money in the Bank winner, somebody who's had dual titles, so more than one title at the same time, and I get 3 skips, and this is going to be incredibly difficult. I think the one I need to get out of the way early is the dual champion. So let's get started with Batista. Batista, he's never had 2 belts at the same time, so I'm going to have to not use Batista as one of those. Batista, he's won a Rumble. He's not won an Elimination Chamber. He's not won a Money in the Bank. I think there's more World Heavyweight Champions in here than there is Rumble winners. So I'm going to slot Batista in that Rumble winner spot. And I think that's a good spot to get out of the way early. Next, we've got, and by the way, I'm not going to count non-WWE guys because this is going to be based on purely WWE. So let's say a Booker T rolls up. I can't count him as my dual champion, even though he did it in WCW. I'm just laying out the rules early enough, and I can't use somebody twice. So not for skips, not for the situation itself. Dragon, he was an IC champion, so I'm going to put Dragon on IC champion. So that's the rules. Them's the rules out of the way. So if somebody rolls up that's never been in WWE or just like a very brief cup of coffee, I can imagine that spin didn't happen because today's one is purely based on WWE. Next, we've got Farouk. Now, I set my rules already. And my rules have made me upset already because Farouk has obviously been World Heavyweight Champion, but not in WWE. He's not been a dual title. Was there a time when the Acolytes had 2 tag championships? I don't think so. He's not been WWE Champion. He's not been World Heavyweight Champion, not been US Champion, not been a Chamber winner, not been a Money in the Bank. So Farouk is going to have to be my first skip. And that's just how it rolls. I didn't need a tag champion on here, so that's just how it rolls sometimes. Sid, he's been WWE Champion. And that's about it on here. So I'm going to have to make Sid. Was there a chance Sid had 2 belts at one point? I highly doubt it. I don't think he was around when there was like a unification or anything. So I'm going to just have to make Sid my WWE champion. Next, we need a World Heavyweight, US, Chamber winner, Money in the Bank winner. Okay, so Scott Steiner, he was never World Heavyweight champion in WWE. Was he US champion in WWE? Scott Steiner. He was US champion, so I'm just going to count Scott Steiner as US champion. Steiner, and now I know just the comments is going to have at me, but I don't want to use a skip now, so just be okay with it. It's my video, my rules. I can go as I please. Next, we've got Braun. He's not been World Heavyweight Champion. He has won a chamber. Has Braun Strowman won a chamber? Nope. Has he won Money in the Bank? I'm sure Braun Strowman has won Money in the Bank. Yes. So Braun, has he been a dual champion of any kind of sort? Braun Strowman dual champion? Can you guys think of it? I can't. No. So I'm just going to make him my Money in the Bank winner. And next, we still have 2 skips left. We need a World Heavyweight Champion. We need a Chamber winner and somebody with multiple titles. Surely Jeff Hardy's had more than 1 title, right? Surely Jeff Hardy has had more than one championship, right? Surely. Maybe Intercontinental and Tag? No. What could he have had? 2 tag championships? What could he have had? Was there a time when he had 2 championships in WWE? I don't know. I'm going to have to use him as a skip just because I don't know. I don't know if he's had it. He's not been... Oh no, Jeff Hardy, what am I doing? He's been World Heavyweight Champion. So I can just put Jeff in that spot. So I need a Chamber winner and a dual champion. That's all I need. By the way, this is how I keep notes. Very, very, very advanced, I know, but that's just my system. Next, we've got... Okay, he's only been WWE champion out of this list, so unfortunately he's definitely going to have to be my second skip. I almost use Jeff Hardy as a skip when he's clearly been World Heavyweight champion. That's just Monday morning for you. Next, we've got Ted. He definitely hasn't won a chamber. He definitely hasn't had dual titles, so he's going to have to be a skip. So I need a chamber winner with dual title, or I am out of here. Okay, I get to just imagine that spin never happened. And next, Biggie, he's not had... Oh, he's won a chamber. There we go, Big E. He's won a chamber. And then lastly, give me a dual champion, please. Then I actually made one of these for a change. Ted, okay, I already used Ted as a skip, so obviously I don't need to use him again as a skip. DDP, okay, he was technically in WWE, so I have to count him. So he's my last skip. I just didn't get the dual champion. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.